You're going to notice these things, but in a very small way to start with. And this is a signal of your no contact, person of interest, person in separation, wanting to come back. But when they do kind of come back, they're going to be testing the waters first. So it's not going to be an immediate, here's the flowers, I'm so sorry, let's get together, all of that kind of thing. That's part 2. So let's look into part 1. What is it that they're going to be doing in terms of testing the waters? Because ultimately that's what this is about. We want to know what do they want, because this is an ongoing thing. This isn't something new that you've been... Okay, so what basically I mean is that I'm seeing stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. So when I say that this is not a new thing, I'm talking about behavior. Their behavior of giving you breadcrumbs, that's the word I'm being shown, giving you breadcrumbs in the past, but it not leading to anything. And this is where my alarm bells come in, because part of me is that all this is going to be again? That they're just going to come in, test the waters, but then disappear again? So let's look in deeper into that and see what's coming through. Well, the first card that definitely 100% popped out was that they want to make this work. So their energy coming in, even though they are going to be just testing the waters, is very much about they are wanting this to work. Let's break this down. Let's break this down so that you have that clarity that you need. And if you want more specific, detailed clarity regarding this, and if you are in such a situation of no contact in separation, then you can always book a reading with me. The links are in my bio. But where they currently stand is that they are in their growth spurt. You know what I mean? In terms of, when plants are growing, they're in that growth stage, and they've let go of the mask that they've been wearing. Now, that mask has been very much to do with where they've been hiding, where they've not been fully telling you how they feel. They might have shown it to you, like little inklings and stuff about attraction and stuff, but they haven't shown you the depth of what it is that they are feeling. This is the situation they left you in. This is where they left you without warning, without any kind of what happens next. Maybe you might not even know how to contact them, but they know how to contact you, or maybe their ways of contacting via social media or work or something, but you're not going to do that. And I'm so proud of you and happy that you're not going to do that, because you're raising your self-worth, and you do not need to chase after a person who did the disappearing act. Let them be the ones, and they are. This is what this reading is about. This is about them coming back into your world. So how are they going to test the waters? Because one thing they have been lacking is the communication skills. That is something that they have definitely been lacking, hence why things happened and unfolded in the way that they did. Give me 1 second. I need to pick up the cards that just fell, and I'll be right back. So there are definitely outside forces. And when we talk about outside forces, we are talking about your guides. We are talking about the universe, because you have the spiritual guide there. This is a guided intervention. This is a guided connection, but it's also a guided intervention to get them to move, to get them to do something, to get them stop being in their head, stop being trapped, because that's where they have been. They've been trapped inside their own mind, overthinking, constantly contemplating. So let's look at the fun side. And the fun side is, what are the signals? What are the signs? How are they going to be testing the waters? Expect communication. That is 100% a given. Expect communications. because although it says influence the microphone, is very much about communication. It's very much about somebody bringing their voice out, somebody saying what it is that they want to say. But also, anybody who stands in front of the microphone, you know they're confident. They might not show their nerves or anything, but this person is coming with that confidence. They're coming, as I said right at the beginning, to make this work. This is no longer an option for them to not have this. And they're going to be testing the waters, as I said right at the beginning. Do not expect they're going to come in with a bunch of flowers, with a grand apology, with a I messed up and I'm going to fix it in this kind of scenario. But expect maybe, again, everybody's situation is different, so take it as it will resonate according to your communication and connection level prior to the no contact. It might be via your social media, it might be liking your post, it might be giving general comments. Those not connected on social media, it might be a text or a DM. Those not connected on those kinds of things, then maybe it might be the old-fashioned way of a written letter that gets delivered, because I feel this person knows, not in a stalky way, either where you work or where you live. They have some form of contact. They have some way of getting hold of you. And whatever that mechanism is, in a safe, non-stalky way, they are going to initiate it. Now, one very strong thing coming through was that they know that even though they're testing the waters, even though they're just testing whether the door is still open, whether you still want to talk to them, whether they even have a chance, they're not going to come in deep. They will come in deep, but with an explanation. So they know that when they do see you, and I do see a face-to-face happening, this is the gift. This is basically the communication coming in. I do see it leading to a face-to-face. I do see what might be an initial email, hello, text, whatever it may be, to instigate, to see if you're open to that communication. It will then lead to a face-to-face. Now, this is where you have the power position, and this is where they also know that you have the power position, because this is very much to do with you being the decider, on whether this goes further or whether you walk away and it ends. Because of all of the silly things they've done, of the way that they've handled this, of the immaturity that they have shown towards you and this connection, they know that your guard is up. They know you are no longer in that space, in that place, in that energy where you were last time, where they could, because remember what I said right at the beginning, this feels like a start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. So hence why you're not adverse to their behavior and how this pattern has been going. So they know all of that. But they used to always win you over. And I think the advantage was that they were nearer in your vicinity. Again, I don't know if that's work related or the group of people or activities or whatever it was, but it just feels like they were more regular in your vicinity in a socially kind of environment, not stalky environment. And that gave them the upper hand, because anytime they messed up, they were able to win you back, win that trust back. But now things have changed. Things have 100% changed, where they know they have effed up in a big way. They're going to be very courageous. They are going to do their best to be courageous in coming forward. Remember the microphone I showed at the beginning, where they're going to take that chance, where they're going to speak up rather than hide. They are 100 manifesting you with the greatest power possible. And I kind of like that, because I feel in your case, you're just getting on with your life, but they are the ones doing the hard grafting, the spiritual work, which is what they should be doing. Expect, as I said, that communication to happen, for them to step up, step forward, wanting to fix this, whatever this is for you guys, but the power lies within you. I'm going to hold these cards up. I'm going to hold them up very loosely. You've got the future and you've got the new beginning. Remember what I said to you, that you are the one that has the final say. So whether there is a future and new beginning, 100% there will be individually, but whether that means it's for both of you coming together, that is something that you will be deciding on. That is something that you will be making the decision on. And if you want help with that decision and to look more deeply into this connection, then you can always book that one-to-one reading with me. The link is in the bio. And if you haven't already done so, remember to please like, comment, share, subscribe, because that helps me, but also helps me to connect with you guys. And with all of those things said, I'll see you next time.